Okay, so next up is factors influencing elasticity. There are 3 points, but the first point is the degree of necessity. First, we have to determine whether it's a normal good or a luxury good. For normal goods or necessities, it is elastic as people will pay at any given price, and for luxury goods, only the rich can afford it. So let's say for the normal goods, apartments and condos are normal goods. So consumers will pay at any given price because they need a place to stay. So this makes the demand inelastic. So for the luxury good, such as mansions and big houses, the consumers want more comfort, so they will pay more to get the benefit. Not everyone can afford this, which makes the demand elastic. Okay, the second point is the proportion of a consumer's income allocated to spend on the good. So this means that products that take more percentage of consumers' income will be demand elastic. For lower level earners, it will be elastic because they need to spend wisely and they can't afford luxury goods. So this means they can only live in small houses like apartments or condos because it will take only a small proportion of their income. But for higher level earners, it will be inelastic because they can afford at any given price. So they can live on a bigger house that is more comfortable, so because they can afford it. Okay, the third and final point is the time period allowed following a price change. This means demand will be elastic when the longer that consumers have time to decide, they can find suitable substitutes. That means they will find cheaper houses, which will end up reducing their spending.
If I was an adult, I'd pick the house. But if I'm a 18-year-old right now, I'd pick an apartment.
If I was earning a high income, I think I would rather stay in a house because I think it would be more comfortable for me, especially if I'm an adult with a family and kids. But right now, I don't think that would be a necessity for me. I'd rather stay in an apartment unit.
Stick to this decision, but I'd go for a lower level apartment, a cheaper version apartment. So yeah.
What if you were an adult?
If I was an adult, I'd probably stick to the decision as well because save the money.
If I were to earn a lower income, I think I would definitely stay in an apartment, and I would even try to find a lower level, like maybe a partly furnished apartment, so I could save up as much as I can.
I think that house rentals are income elastic. You know what I'm saying?
I think that the house rentals are income elastic.
So, in conclusion, the question is how firms can use this information. First, the firms can use this information during inflation or economic growth and during economic recession. So, first, during economic growth, firms will raise their rents to get more profit. This is because their consumers are willing and able to pay for the rented houses. This is because maybe their salaries increase, which ultimately end up increasing their standards of living. But this is for the short run, which will cause demand to be inelastic. But in the long run, consumers will shift into smaller houses to save money. This will cause demand to be more elastic. Following the demand and supply concept, in the end, demand will reduce as people will get smaller houses or get a roommate to save money. So this will end up making the demand curve shift inwards. Okay, so during economic recession, firms will reduce the rent. This is because the consumers cannot afford to pay such high rents. This might be because of unemployment rate is going high. So the change to other alternatives is important for consumers. So they will move from houses to apartments. They will move from houses to smaller apartments because they want to save money. So in the end, it will make the standards of living go down, which is not beneficial for an economy. Okay, so following the economics demand and supply concept, in the end, the demand will shift outwards. This is because the economy has been more stable as unemployment rates will go down, which means that consumers will be able to pay higher prices and get better homes, which in the end will increase the standards of living of an economy. So in conclusion, like decision made by the firm is important because it can affect the decisions of a household and it will affect the economy in the long run.